team, it's time to synergize, to energize, to move as one band, one sound, knowing we're better when we're working together. Now, check this out. A Belgian draft horse can pull up to 8,000 pounds by itself, but if you harness two Belgian draft horses together who don't even know each other, they can together pull 24,000 pounds. Two horses can pull 3 times as much weight together. And if you harness two Belgian draft horses together who know each other and train together, they can pull 32,000 pounds. That's 4 times as much as a single horse. That's the power, team, of synergy. You see, we can go further, faster together. So legendary leader and top earner David Moses and I have joined forces and partnered together to help this team of winners, warriors, and champions be the leading edge in this company. And not just a team in Isagenix, but the team, the leading edge, the pace setters, the movers and shakers. Now, who's with me? Who's ready to run? Who's ready to make a run for the Disney promo? Who's ready to earn their share of $100,000 in this promotion? Well, team, we have a real treat for you tonight, a Q&A with someone I admire and have a tremendous amount of respect for. And team, she's not at the mountaintop saying, go do it. She's in the trenches saying, let's go do it. Let's go make a difference. Let's go make an impact. Team, she's in the know, leading the Isagrow with a magical glow to create Big Mo. It's our wonderful CEO, the Sharron Walsh. And Sharron, before we get into some Q&A, what do you think about this team, their energy? We have close to 300 people on this Zoom tonight. Looking forward to hearing from you. What do you have to say?
Oh, look, I just texted our CFO and said, wow, almost 300 people on this call from all parts of the US and Canada. And what awesome energy. I love it. I'm excited to be here with you. I think this is the first time I've been on you and David's large team call. So thanks for having me.
Well, if we do something, we want to do it big. Yeah. And so we are setting the stage, Sharron, for a big, big year in our team and for Isagenix. And let's just start, Sharron, with vision. You know, sight is what you see with your eyes, but it's vision. That's what you see with your mind. And I would love to get in your mind for a minute on what you see for Isagenix and for us to thrive in 2025.
Oh, I love it. I love the rhyming words. You're a rapper, Chris. I love it. Look, this year in 2025, we're all excited about it. We've been working very hard alongside all of you to really set ourselves up for this next chapter, the next wave of our story here at Isagenix. And what you'll see and hear is more about the brand story, who we are. We want to shout that out to the world because there are so many people who need what we have, and they just don't know about us. You know, I was doing a review of all of the search on websites today, all the Google searches, protein number 1, moringa number 2. Can you believe that? And where are we? We're the leaders of the world in those two spaces. So we really want to let the world know we're here. We've got these incredible products, and we're going to be expanding our brand this year. So not only will it be about everything you put into your body, from the nutrition, the Isagenix protein, the moringa, and I've got some good updates for you around your very, very favorite products, but it's about what's around us as well, your oral care, your hair care, what you're touching, what you bring into your home. So we'll be focused on expanding our categories, expanding our story, and inviting so many more people in who don't know about the blessing that is Isagenix and this community that you all have. Because I think you've heard us say it, that more than ever before, loneliness is now deemed as a real threat to health and well-being, the equivalent to smoking cigarettes. And look what you all have. I was watching you all from Oklahoma and Michigan and Kentucky and all over the place. This incredible bond and community that you have is also something that we need to share with the world. So much to come. Huge brand story coming from Isagenix. We're working very hard with a creative agency to bring it to you through video, through content, and through telling the Isagenix story.
Music to our ears, Sharron. I love one of the words that you heard or said, and I love multiples of the words, but one of them was moringa. So let's go right into moringa Supermix XM Plus. The rumor is, and so we'll hear it from the CEO, the rumor is the old formula we've loved for years is coming back. So Sharron, can you confirm that? And if that's the case, what is best case, worst case timeline on the Supermix XM Plus?
I love being able to confirm a rumor is true. Too often I'm like, nonsense, but that is absolutely on the money. So as you know, we looked at changing the formula up and putting fresh moringa in, and all good intentions. But what we have learned and heard from all of you is we want the original back. So we've been sourcing and testing the right vendors to use the same methodology that had been used for the original moringa formula, XM Plus, Supermix. I've got samples in the office today that the team are testing. So as soon as we all agree that we've got it original, nailed, and we're all happy, and that means you guys will be testing this, then I'd say about 3 months till we get that fully in production and into your hands. So about a 3-month window is what we're looking at right now. The team they know this is urgent, this is mission critical, and no compromise. We're going to give you exactly that original. It's all the ingredients are the same, but it's the methodology, the way in which it was steamed and treated as part of the manufacturing process. We've got 2 vendors competing side by side right now to get it done. So I'm feeling very confident, and I can confirm it's absolutely a mission.
We love competition and we love everything you just said. Team, give Sharron Walsh some love for everything she's shared so far, Vision and our Supermix XM Plus. We are excited. We were already excited, Sharron, but this just adds a little bit of pep in the step. So let's continue for a minute, Sharron, with the product pipeline. I know if people and most of the team here has, they've been plugged into the calls, they've been plugged into what's going on, but I'd love for you to expand on, some of the product pipeline, the women's health, next gen collagen, healthy home, clear protein. Just share your excitement and maybe, fill in the gaps there for a minute on some of these lines and how they're going to impact our business in a big, big way.
Absolutely. Look, we just launched the revised Pure Plant. So again, same great formula. We took the sea algae out, which was the source of the omega, and we put an ingredient called ahi flour, so it doesn't have the pungent smell that was upsetting some people. So that's now out in the market. I gave you my favorite from Australia, Hokey Pokey, some new protein crackers. And guys, they have soared. They're selling like super fast. So if you don't have those protein crackers, quickly get them. I'm afraid they'll sell out. We'll have a little gap. You'll see the new NOx, so the nitrous oxide. This is a product that people are sleeping on. I got to tell you, this is an incredible circulation, heart health product. Yes, I'm looking at Chris's Ironman background. If you're an athlete, absolutely fantastic for you. But if you really are looking after your health and well-being, the NOx product, get that in the basket and give it a try. When it comes to new, the big campaign we're driving is to women's health. There's a huge gap in the market for women's health, just underserved in this area. So PMS, perimenopause, menopause, there are more and more products popping up, but they don't have dosage is everything. Clinical dosage is everything. And the synergistic balance of how these ingredients work together is also very important. So we've spent a lot of time working on this product. It's called Harmonia. You're going to be hearing about it and seeing more about it across February with an early launch in March. Now, women's health, that supplement alone, great for hormone balancing, great for symptoms, the hot flushes, the mood swings. So gentlemen, if you may not need this product, but mood swings are something that I think you would enjoy not having to live with. So that's something that's great for you to buy for your wives, partners as well. So there's something in Harmonia for everyone. And then we're also moving on. Protein is so important to our well-being, the skeletal muscle health. So we'll be bundling that with Tri-Release and the Isolin Shake. And then a quick follow will be creatine. Creatine is one of the most research studied supplements on the planet. We have a pure, great, high-grade formula that we'll be bringing. That's a product for everyone. Men, women, across the age groups should all be onto creatine. And then when it comes to protein, as I said, protein is one of the number one searched terms in Google today. Everyone is becoming more and more aware just how important it is for your health and well-being and protecting and building that muscle. But sometimes, we don't want a creamy shake. Sometimes maybe after a workout, you just don't think I could stomach the creaminess or the whey. So we're developing a clear protein water, fruit flavored. It'll come in a stick, whack it in your water bottle with electrolytes, of course, because we can never be hydrated enough. We can never be hydrated enough. That's Dr. Paul Aciero's. He insists we add electrolytes. But there you can go. You can get 20 to 30 grams just in a fruit drink coming straight out of the gym or in the afternoon, anytime you feel like it. A great way to supplement your protein needs. Moving on, then we're looking at collagen. Changed the game for us in 2021. We really disrupted that space. And working with our formulator partners, we know that we can enhance the benefits and give you 10 times the more protein peptides, collagen peptides, and that's what we're bringing you with Collagen 2.0. We're adding hyaluronic acid, again, improve hydration. Some people use that topically and it can have reactions. Ingesting it, hydration from the inside out. And we have this another little ingredient called young mango, and you're going to learn a lot about glycation. Glycation's the bad guys. Glycation is that sugar attaches itself to the protein molecules and breaks them down. That's the aging process. So we're putting an anti-glycation agent in that collagen. So not only are you're ingesting more collagen, an expanded number of collagen peptides, but you're giving that protection to fight that glycation process. And that's a story we're going to continue to tell. And then the big one at Celebration, ISA Home, healthy body. Let's make sure we have a healthy home. So many ingredients, fragrances, everything we wash our clothes with, wash our dishes with. We're learning more and more about microplastics and how damaging they are. They're drawing the connection between the number of younger people getting cancers today and their exposure to microplastics. And here we are washing our dishes and spraying them all with microplastics. Toothpaste, blow your mind what happens to toothpaste and what happens in your mouth, the connections between the head, the heart, the brain, and what's going on in here. So oral care, clean home cleaning products, what we wash our clothes with, what we wash our dishes with, what we put on our surfaces. We're really going to be encompassing every area that you can touch and experience at Isagenix. And I'm super excited about it. And we love Moringa. At Isagenix, you guys taught us so much about Moringa. As when we acquired Zija, we learned more and more about it. Not only did we get an incredible leadership group, and we just love you guys. You're such great quality leaders. We always talk about it at the office, like, one of the best things that happened to us was bringing you into our culture because you were just outstanding quality people. And learning about Moringa and what an incredible ingredient that is, I've challenged the team to say, first and foremost, don't mess with it. Bring me the Holy Grail, the original XM Plus, the original Supermix first and foremost. Then look at what else we can do with this incredible ingredient that we've learned so much about in the last 24 months. So that's the product lineup for the year. And there's more going on, but they're the main focus that we're going to hit in 2025.
I should call you Dr. CEO Sharron Walsh. That's impressive. Your knowledge of all of these products is that good job for you.
Thanks. And it's really interesting, Chris, when you learn about simple things like fragrance, like, oh my gosh, what we put on ourselves, what we put in our clothes, it just blows my mind. So much to do and so much fun to have.
It really is. Team, why don't you put in the chat one of the favorite products you just heard about that you're going to really market, use, utilize. And then Sharron, last question. I know you have some other calls to take care of. We appreciate you taking time to share with this team, the team, by the way, in Isagenix. And that question is just some final thoughts. Any thoughts to share with what I consider the best team in Isagenix tonight?
Absolutely. Look, one of the other things we're really focused on, of course, we want to take you on fun trips and incredible journeys. I saw Joel pop up. We're going to Disney, and that will be an incredible trip. So if you aren't across what's happening with Disney, reach out to some people who are interested, who know about it. Set some intentions, set some goals. It's going to be a trip that money can't buy, some of the experiences that you'll have, and we'll be together as a whole group, and it'll be absolutely something you'll remember for the rest of your life. So there'll be great trips, but we're really trying to pour more money into the hands of the people, building a team and sharing Isagenix. And we're going to do that through Team Builder Bonus. So if you haven't heard of Team Builder Bonus, there's some champions of the Team Builder Bonus on this call, some people absolutely making bank in that bonus. That's something to really pay attention to, because we're going to continue to pour more money in. And I can tell you that the people who are earning Team Builder Bonus, who are meeting that criteria month in, month out, they are outperforming all of the other businesses that aren't. They're producing more volume. Their cycles are healthier. They're attracting more customers, and they're building a healthier team. So Team Builder Bonus is something to get across, learn that one. And I know, look, Chris and David putting $100,000 on the table. Guys, leaders don't do that in other teams. I need you to know that these gentlemen are fully invested in each and every one of your success. And that's something that I'm really grateful for, and I think that it's important that you know just how invested they are. When I saw that, I was like, whoa, I can't think of another time where I've seen leaders at Isagenix or otherwise put $100K on the table for each and every one of you. So go for the money, guys. Even that extra $500 a month makes such a huge difference to families today. So we're going to be looking for ways to pour more money in. Pay attention to Team Builder Bonus. Make sure you're across leaders in the loop, because we're looking for fun ways to continue to add to your earnings opportunity at Isagenix. And kudos to Chris and David for continuing to support you all so well.
Sharron, thank you so much for your time. Incredible wisdom, lots of nuggets, lots of exciting vision, direction. We are so thrilled to be partnered with you, and we'll battle for you, run through a wall all day for you. So never, always ask if you need anything. And team, share some gratitude, an attitude of gratitude for Sharron, her commitment to this team, her commitment to Isagenix and the vision of where we're going. Y'all give her some love in the chat. Sharron, thanks for being on the call tonight.
Thanks so much. I'm with you every step of the way, guys. Really, really appreciate you all. Take care. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sharron.
Thanks, Dave. Bye, all.
Now, team, who is ready to learn about this $100,000 promo? If you're ready, put in the chat, I'm ready. Now, let me bring on my partner, network marketing legend, more than $1 billion. Maybe put a B in the chat. More than $1 billion in sales, many thousands of lives impacted. That's David Moses. David, just share for a second your excitement for a 300+ Zoom call tonight. Everybody, each of us need all of us need each of us. David, this is the team to be reckoned with here in Isagenix in 2025.
So thank you, Chris, and great job in articulating what we're doing and where we're going. But when I look at this team, I've spoken to many other leaders in Isagenix. There is no other team in Isagenix worldwide, and there are some very big teams that are putting 300 people on a team Zoom. None, no one. So the fact that we've been able to come together and do this speaks volumes of what we can do as a unit. You take Tom Wagner and Joel McNinch and Chris and Phil Jacobson and Bob and Joanne and Reed Nelson and Pat Anderson. You take all of the people that we have here, Jason West. I would estimate, I'll bet you there's 1,000 years of experience, at least 500. So with this much experience, and all of us focused on the most basic activity, right? Mastering it and then teaching it, which is teach to reach to. we could explode this organization. Explode meaning double again, and then double again. And that can all happen within an 18-month period. If things go well, that could happen this year, right? But certainly within 2 years, this team will be the leading edge of Isagenix. So, Chris, I'm excited about that. My focus, as is Chris, is to help develop the next generation of leaders. I've been at it for 35 years. I'm not ready to retire, but I'm definitely ready to see new leadership emerge from this group. And I don't know who it's going to be, but I guarantee 100% new leadership will emerge from this Zoom when we look back 6, 12, 18 months back. Back to you, Chris.
Well, let's put some octane. Let's turn this fire into an inferno, and let's talk about this $100,000 promo. What do you say?
All right, let's do it. I just learned this new thing, and I mean, you can teach an old dog new tricks. I learned how to do a screen share.
Well, let's start.
I mean,
David.
Here we go.
Let's start with the 6 commission months of the promo. So this isn't a 1-month promo. This isn't a 3-month promo. This is a 6-month promo. And it essentially, David, started on our last team-wide Zoom on December 30th. Monday, December 30th, that started. And what did we say, David? We said load the system. 2 is good. 3 is better. 5 is best. And we said that to set everyone up for what should have already been happening, talking to people, many more people, loading that system. And so let's move into really, why are we throwing out 100,000? And how many of you would love 200,000? You would love $200,000 in a promo. Well, we're willing to support you and provide a doubling into 200,000. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. Maybe share in the chat that you'd be down for 200K, but let's move to the next slide, David, and talk about the goal. Like, what was our goal in collaborating and you and I talking and discussing with the leadership on this promotion? What's the goal of this promotion essentially?
I mean, ultimately, what we want to do to set our team up for momentum is to prime the pump, so to speak. I mean, we all know what that means, right? We want to prime the pump. Priming the pump in our compensation plan is all about creating quality consultants, right? And then working with those that can go to manager. And then, of course, out of the managers that we develop, we will identify who the core leaders are that can go the distance. So we want to load the base, but most importantly, we want to put all of the resources and all of the incentive and promotional dollars for the masses, so to speak, for the brand new person who doesn't have a group yet, but we want to make sure that they can develop a strong income story their first week, their first month, certainly within their first 90 days, 6 months.
So let's move right in, David. In the simple of this, remember, simple scales. That's what grows, expands, multiplies, fancy fails. And so we don't have anything fancy here. What we do have is something simple, something that will grow your business, expand and multiply it and duplicate it, create the depth that we all want, more people earning checks. That's how you create Big Mo. That's how Mo comes into your business momentum. And so this is all about creating consultants and managers. You create a consultant, maybe put in the chat, you're going to get a Benny. My brother Ben never joined, so I like to include Bennies into our business. That's a Benjamin. That's $100. You create a consultant, you're going to earn $100. You create a manager, you're going to earn an additional $250. Thus, 250 plus 100, you create managers. That's $350, 100 for the consultant, $250 for the manager. Now, some things to remember, David, is this started on December 30th, on Monday, December 30th. So that's the starting point. Any new person that you've brought in since then, you are working, not that you don't work with everyone, you help everyone, but for this specific promotion, you're focused on anyone you've enrolled since December 30th, and you're helping and making them consultants and managers and helping your team do the same. And when you do that, you can earn $100 and $250. Now, there are, of course, requirements. There has to be, David, and we've done so many promos over the year, hundreds between the two of us. And so there's a couple of basic requirements for us to remember is all enrollments, and go back to that slide real quick, David, if you can. All enrollments must be on a 100 QV order on subscription. And that's incongruent, David, in alignment with the company. Any promo they do, typically that's the requirement, 100 QV order on subscription. And then the last is, David, instead of having everyone be on, say, a subscription or a reorder every single month through this promotion, we're only asking that through this promotional period, and we're even extending the promotion for the second order until July 27th. So this promotion is December 30th until June 29th, but we're extending one more commission month for an additional order so that you can create the consultants and the managers so that you can get paid. So, David, what's your thoughts on these couple of requirements here?
Well, Chris, I love the fact that it's dead simple. It doesn't require that you got to have like 2 in 1 week. You know, you might bring in one this week, one next week. I love the fact that you can do it multiple times with the cap of 2,500 per business center. So you can build as many consultants, as many managers over that 6-month period. And I love the fact that it is layered on top of all the bonuses that are paid out in our compensation plan, including this latest thing of going to Orlando. So there's something for absolutely everybody, especially, well, not especially, this is all about the new people. It's all about the new people.
Let's look at the visual here, David. Some people are visual. I'm a visual guy. And so just so you can see the structure, obviously it starts with you. And in this example, you see where it's December 30th start. So you enrolled someone on December 30th. If you create the consultant, that's $100. You create a manager, that's $250. $250 plus the $100 equals $350. Super simple. We already shared the requirements. Yes, we do have a cap for now. Maybe we'll expand on the cap with that 200K as we grow and talk about that in a minute.
I just want to add, Chris, that, you know, being a Canadian and given that our money is worthless, this is USD. So
That's right.
Yeah.
And then there was a rumor. I did have a Super Saturday. There were some seeds planted, and David and I talked, and we really wanted to build this Zoom and show Sharron Walsh that we are the team. We have all of the leaders, and we have all of the future leaders. Those that are new, those that are seasoned, those that maybe need to hit the reset, reboot, relaunch button. But we have them all, David. We have them up, we have them down, we have the leaders that's going to take the company to the next level. And so what we've decided for all of you that are on the Zoom, almost there was over 300 at one point here. Anyone that's on this Zoom right now for this week, that's Monday right now until Sunday, any of you that create a consultant or you create a manager, this is crazy. We're going to double the consultant bonus at 100 to 200, and we're going to double the $250 manager to $500. And so who's excited for the double? Because you showed up, we're giving you a massive incentive. And the question, David, might be, well, Chris, though, I went urgency to emergency. I built with speed. I already created a consultant. I've already created a manager since December 30th. I enrolled someone on January 2nd, and I've created a manager with them. Well, guess what? you're going to get paid. You've already earned the double. You're on this call. If you created a consultant, you created a manager, you've already earned a double. You've earned $200. You've earned $500. We are giving and stimulating this team so that we can accelerate. So David, do you want to expand on that, or are we good there?
No, I think we're good. I was just doing the math, Chris, of how much it's going to cost me in Canadian funds. But
and here's what I'll say too, David, because sometimes people need hope, they need belief that it's possible. Here's what I'll tell you: 2 personal stories, and I think maybe she's on tonight, maybe he's on too. Is Kayla Daniels a couple of years ago? If you remember Kayla, she never been in business before, never been in network marketing before, and in fact, in all of Isagenix in 22, 23 years, she's the fastest ever to go executive in 10 days. That means she created 10. She actually created 11 consultants and 4 managers, meaning she would essentially in her first week and a half would have capped out on this promo in week 1. And my cousin did it a couple of years earlier, and he did it in 30 days. So it's possible if you choose to go to work, if you choose to plug into the team, to the leadership, to the system. So I'm excited, David, for this team because they're on tonight, which is a clue. Success leaves clues. And I'm ready to give this money to the team.
Yeah, and I just want to add, on the front end, it looks like this is where the action is, all the money. But it's the intangibles. It is the intangibles of the collateral duplication, the people that you will meet, the doors that will open, and the people that will show up on your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th level that will end up being the next legacy member. That we cannot see on a spreadsheet or on a promo. But this will be the catalyst for that to happen.
Let's move on to the next slide, David, as we finish. And that's just simply, when do I get the money, David? When do I get this money? And the answer is and this is because of commitment. We want to commit to people who are committed to it. And what is it? It's Isagenix. It's your future. It's your family. It's your legacy. It's your business. And so we are going to celebrate all of the earners, all of those who made consultants, created managers, and earned in this at Celebration. And so you're going to want to get to Celebration, get your ticket. It's on sale right now. And we're going to have a big, David, team recognition dinner. So nice food, acknowledgement, recognition, appreciation. Remember, babies cry for it, grown men die for it. There's something to be said about recognition. And so we'll have a really nice recognition opportunity for those who earned, but you have to be at Celebration. And David, maybe expand on why Celebration.
Well, I mean, listen, Chris, you've become the top earner of Isagenix, basically. I mean, I know Jimmy's there, but and it was an event that you went to. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Florida. I was at that event. It was your first major event, but it laid the foundation for your belief systems, the people that you met there, what you learned there. And that's why we're here today. So, everybody needs to be at this celebration, especially because we are going to be the leading edge of the company.
And David, let's talk about this bonus for a minute, because as you and I discussed this promo, we said, let's do a little extra. There's ordinary and then there's extraordinary. And so what's going to make this team that do that little extra? Let's add a bonus. And so anyone who earns in this promo, that means maybe you create one consultant. That means you've earned 100, or if you do it this week, you will have earned $200 that you will get and receive at Celebration. We've got a bonus, David. So anyone that earns in the promo, we're going to invite you to my house, to the Estes compound in the fall, in October. We'll get you the dates. We're just collaborating with the company to make sure they don't have anything. So it's post-Celebration. And David, you and I, along with all the potential earners in this promo, you just have to get here. We're going to pay for lodging and food, and then we are going to share all of the tips and tricks in network marketing, leadership, entrepreneurship, business, investing, financial literacy, financial education, relationships, longevity. We can go on, but that alone is worth going after it. David, what do you think?
Absolutely. We're going to teach. I'm going to share whatever I've learned over my 35 years in this business. At age 62, everything from real estate to leadership to business strategies, financial education, and everything that we've acquired from the people that we learned from, we're going to share with you over this weekend. It'll be a weekend over which you will not get.
And then as we finish here, David, the next question would be, if we go to the last slide, how can we go from 100 to 200? It's really simple. How can we go from a $100,000 promotion to a $200,000 promotion? And that's to grow. That's to grow in volume. That's to grow in enrollments. That's to grow in rank advancements. And that's to grow in participation of events, being on the opportunity Zooms with your team so you can learn the presentation and the story, being on with potential guests, candidates for your business and for the product. And so it's all about growth. And that's how we're going to double. We'll be paying attention to it. You'll see it too on the Zooms as we're growing, and you'll see it in your business. And that's how we'll determine that 200,000. And then how do I report? How do I report when I create a consultant, when I create a manager? And this is very important. We teach this to our kids. We got a 17, 16, 15, 12, and our 14-month-old. That's one that doesn't qualify yet. But you are responsible for reporting. And so there's an email you can see there. You're responsible for reporting when you create consultants and managers. You'll submit the fundamental information, and these slides will be on the Elite Circle page. You can then use those on your team calls and train, and it just has some fundamental stuff you have to submit. So this is super simple, David, and this is going to build the base for the growth as we move into 26, 27. But it's an exciting time to be a part of this team.
Absolutely.
David, any final thoughts as we close the call down tonight?
Yeah, I am most excited about the new blood, the next generation of people that are going to show up as a result of the activity that this group creates. What we do now will bring in a new class of a whole new artery of people all over North America. And by the way, this promo does apply to Europe, although the stipulation of showing up convention does not apply if a distributor is in Europe, because they have their own convention. But the new leadership will emerge in depth. It always does. And that's the ultimate focus, is to find out who the next generation will be.
100%, David. Team, what do you say about this $100,000 promo? Can you do it? Can you teach it? Can you duplicate it? The answer should be, what is it in the chat? It should be a big yes. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I will do it. Yes, I will teach it. Yes, I will duplicate it. Team, just a couple of announcements as we close tonight. We have a huge opportunity Zoom on Wednesday. We'll be getting the flyer out later tonight or tomorrow. So go ahead and start promoting. It's on the same Zoom ID, and it's at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And next Monday, go ahead and mark in your calendars, because David and I are not just giving money, but we're giving wisdom. We're giving experience, successes, the flips, flops, and failures. And next Monday, David and I will train on how to maximize. Who would love to know how to maximize this promotion with your team? And then just remember, team, it's the plan that creates the tract, but it's the action. It's the action that creates the traction. So let's get into massive action mode this week and take advantage of all these promotions. I believe your best days are just ahead. Something good's going to happen. You all get your hopes up and have a great, great evening. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Chris.